Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It's Lasty here. Welcome to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Bundesliga Tots player review. Today we're looking at Team of the Season, James Rodriguez, the Colombian who plays his football for Bayern Munich. Has been boosted up to a 94 rated Team of the Season item with 85 pace, 94 dribbling and shooting, as well as 97 passing. Those are some pretty awesome stats there. 5'11", medium-low work rates. As we know, he's a very left-footed player with only a 3-star weak foot, but he does possess the 4-star skills. So, as he is such a high-rated player, I've got a couple of beastly squad options for you today. You could play James as like a centre-forward in a false 9 in this mega squad right here. However, I played him in that more traditional central attacking midfield role in my favourite formation on the game and a real like amazing Bundesliga side featuring Niels Petersen. We've got Serge Gnabry and also like Tots Navigator and stuff in the squad, and of course James does a great job as the one and only central cam in this team. So moving on in to the in-game stats, you can see just how good he looks on basic chemistry style. We get him up to the likes of 98 dribbling, 97 shooting, 99 passing. That's pretty impressive. However, today I felt like it was more important to boost like the pace and the physical, as well as add a little bit to the shooting as well. We'll go with the Hawk chemistry style. As you can see, 96 acceleration we get him up to, 95 finishing, so we just tap that off with another little +5 on the strength to get him up to 90. That makes him a I don't know, it just changes him. It changes him into a completely different level of player on this game. So I got stuck into a few games, and out of that crazy team that I showed you, it was the first couple of goals I scored were with James. You know, my strikers weren't the one dealing the damage to my opponents. It was James. But it's not all perfection, you know. There are a few things that I don't really like about this player, even though he's so high rated and genuinely does a great job on the game. Let's talk about those negatives. So I start things off with the sprint speed. Now, we boosted it somewhat with the Hawk chemistry style, but I just feel like there's kind of a I don't know, I feel like there's kind of a difference between James's acceleration and sprint speed. And you can see on the bottom left down there that sprint speed's in the negatives, but acceleration is in the positives. So I feel like he gets up to speed nicely, but he almost gets up to a relatively average speed for this stage of the game. But the good thing about that is that you don't necessarily need that at cam. It's when you're just really super attacking with him, maybe you're playing as a centre forward or something, that's when you're going to notice it to be somewhat of a problem. Now, stamina could be another potential area of weakness, just because like it's average. It's been boosted a fair amount, to be fair, but it's still, you know, I want my Tots players to be in the mid-90s for their stamina so that they can sprint all game long, and that'll be absolutely fine, but that's not something that James can necessarily do. And then the weak foot is definitely an issue. People know that James Rodriguez is a really left-footed player, and you're not necessarily going to get a bunch of luck, especially because you're playing him further back at cam. A lot of your shots you're going to take are going to be, you know, from outside the box, power drivers and stuff like that, and that's not going to go well with the 3-star right foot for this player. So those are the negatives, but we can now move on to the positives. We've talked about how I like his acceleration already, but what you get with this player is really good agility. Like, he seems to be able to weave in and out, change direction, and that centre of gravity seems nice and low. So he moves on and off the ball incredibly well, actually, and that's one of the biggest boosts I've seen from like regular items and the first couple of informs that James has had this year. Obviously, you expect this from the player, getting great ball control and having amazing dribbling, and he's definitely got that in his locker. You can weave very fluidly through defenses. Slowing it down a little bit can sometimes help, because then the ball control and the dribbling gets a little bit tighter, and with the high stats in that dribbling department that he's got, it means that you can literally just like LTRT or you know, close control dribble all your way through defenders, changing direction left, right and centre like all the time, and they just can't like defend against it. It's actually pretty mad. With the crazy passing stats that James has got, he's definitely going to provide for your team as well as just scoring goals. He's going to nail those assists, and that sort of shows in his player bio for me. I think I played 12 games, got 9 goals and 7 assists or something. So the contributions were definitely up there. His vision and passing is pretty complete, I would say. You know, he can pick out a pass and he can ping it short, ping it long. He's really good in that area of his game. Having 4-star skill moves definitely helps someone that's only got 3-star weak foot. It means that you just have a little bit more, like, I don't know, you can create a little bit more space here and there, which is useful for your main cam. And then finally, it all comes down to the shooting. I feel like James is a super composed player that can even take those long shots on the sprint, which is an area of a lot of the other Tots players' games that I've not found to be good. So that's where he almost like rises to the next level. If he is sprinting through on goal, feel free to just bang it with the left foot, and like 9 times out of 10 you'll find that that shot is going to go on target, and a lot of the time into the back of the net. I love his long shots, I love his curve, I love the finishing ability that he's got. For me, one of the best cams I've used on FIFA 18, that's for sure. He plays to that 94 rating. So there you go, guys. James Rodriguez, team of the season. What do you think of him? Down below in the comment section, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.